Now I'm going to talk about my reality as head animator here at Food Fight. Now, my job isn't to just, draw, animate, rig characters and make an animated clip at the end of all of that. I've got a load of other things to do before I begin any of that. So enough of the babbling, let's get into it. This is exactly how my rundown goes with any project that we do. First of all, usually with the projects that we do, we have audio that we animate to. This will usually be sent to me by email from John, and then we'll talk about it briefly over Workplace on a video chat. And on those calls, I'm just taking down notes about what we're talking about using Evernote, which is where I put all of my notes. So when that call finishes off, I'm basically making sense of everything we spoke about. Making small notes about my ideas and how I think the project could be even funnier or whatever we're trying to aim for, things like that. And then after that's all done, I liaise back with John on Zoom call. Now, the reason we use Zoom call specifically is because you can record the video meetings you have. Because on these calls, me and John say so much stuff, so many ideas are swapped between us. And over the years, there's been so many misinterpretations during projects. So what I do now is take the notes that I have made down on the call and then measure them up with the recorded Zoom call to make sure I've not missed a beat or not misunderstood what he said. So when that's all done and we've finalized all the rundowns and all the scenes that are going to be involved in the project, I'm going straight on the internet to research for assets. And basically, we're at the point now where we've done so much work over the years that we're able to repurpose old assets and make them into new ones, which saves a hell of a lot of time. So at this point, it's literally a case of me noting down what new assets need to be created and what assets can be edited. And once I've decided, I can then make an asset list for me and Potts to work on so we can start building the assets for the project. And whilst I'm balancing that task, I'll then go into another task, which is segmentation of the audio. So basically, all the audio that we have will involve cutaways and various scenes. Some of them may be like podcast studios, and then they cut away into various scenarios based on the audio. So what I would do, say for the sake of this example, if it's a podcast animation, I would take the main audio clip, open up Ocean Audio, which is what I use to cut up my audio, highlight and select and then export the various parts of the audio that I want to segment, and then put them all into a designated segmented audio Dropbox folder. So Dropbox is where all the audio will go, all the raw files will go, all the rendered video files will go, and the final files will go. Why do we use Dropbox? Basically because it's an absolutely brilliant backup strategy, and also you can create links for anything you want. So say for example, I want an audio file that I want to post a link to so the guys know where to get it. I can literally just create a link, copy and paste the link, and then post it on Workplace or on the assignment task. So once that's all said and done, the assets and scenes are ready, the audio is ready to go, I then need to type out assignment tasks for each animator based upon the final notes between me and John. So as you can see here for this example, there's the title, the link to the audio, the link to the raw file folder, the files that are needed to complete the task, and the animation notes and timestamps, and basically the rundown of the order of events for that task. And once every single segmented task has been written out, I then go to monday.com and set deadlines for each of the segmented scenes for that particular project, and also assign the animator that's going to be in charge of that task. This way it's just so much easier for me to see who's doing what, what's the status of their particular task, whether it's done, whether it's on pause, whether client edits are in progress. Really helpful when it comes to project management. Once that's all mapped out, I then post the task for the animator on Workplace. Workplace is basically like Facebook, so you can just post the task and then tag the responsible animator, use hashtags, that kind of thing, so it's easier to find amongst all the chaos. So what the animators usually do is they post the completed task within the thread of the original task post, usually in the form of a Dropbox link where they've uploaded the video. So from there, either myself or John can go and watch the video, and then from there we can reach out to the animator and confirm whether it's a green light, everything's good, or if any edits need to be made. So once all the segments are completed and animated, I then go to the MP4s folder on Dropbox, download them all, and then master them within After Effects. So mastering to me is basically synchronizing the rendered footage with the main audio file, adding sound effects, overlays, music, or anything else that needs to be included. Then from there, the final version gets rendered and then uploaded to Dropbox. And then from there, I send the link to John, and that's the project done. Well, if no edits need to be made, of course.